welcome to Weekly Quest. In Proverbs 18:14, Solomon makes this statement that the attitude or the spirit of a man sustains him in sickness. But then he adds this question, but a crushed spirit, who can bear? Medical science has proven that the attitude of a person makes a world of difference in how quickly they'll recover. If someone is upbeat and optimistic, then their chances of recovering quicker are much higher than someone who's not. A person with a broken or a crushed spirit, it's going to be really difficult for them to overcome that because it tends to pull them into an attitude or a mindset of depression or negativity. Your spirit can be crushed in different ways through loneliness, hurt, grief, disappointment, discouragement. And I'm afraid that too many of God's people today are struggling with feelings and thoughts of depression. Now, when a medical doctor assesses a physical ailment, he'll look at the cause, but then he will focus on the cure. When it comes to a depressed or a crushed or a broken spirit, we already know the cause. So let's look at 3 cures from Scripture. Number 1, call out to God. In Psalm 34, David said that the righteous call out to the Lord, and he embraces the brokenhearted, and he saves those who are crushed in spirit. And then secondly, avoid isolation. Look, don't become a COVID captive. Get around God's people. Solomon's question when he asked, but a crushed or a broken spirit, who can bear? It implies that outside help is needed. So get around God's people. Let someone come into your life and help you, and then you can turn around and help someone else. Paul said, bear one another's burdens and fulfill the law of Christ. So first, call out to God. Secondly, avoid isolation. And then thirdly, keep praise music in your heart. Music therapy started decades, generations ago, centuries ago, under King Saul, when David would come and play his harp so Saul could find a relief from his angst. And music therapy is powerful. Praise music is powerful. Crank up that music and sing like nobody's listening. One of my favorite songs today is Graves to Gardens. And there's a refrain in that song that says, you're the only one who can. I have woken up in the middle of the night with that going over and over in my heart, and it just seems to bring such a sense of peace and helps me focus on God. Even when I watch the news sometimes and I get frustrated and sometimes just angry because of different things that are taking place, and God will remind me of that song, and I'll just focus on Him and say, God, you're the only one who can. And it brings such relief and such peace. Trust me, praise music is very therapeutic. So look, don't ask God to change your circumstance. Ask Him to change your attitude. Because remember, it's the attitude of a man that will sustain him. I'll see you next time.